Hello everybody, I am Fleexy, and this is version 2.6 of Abiathar. Still in beta, I am recording this video changelog as one final test to make sure that everything goes smoothly before I roll it out on the update server. So, this is a video changelog, which means I'm going to be not only writing about, but also demonstrating, live, before your very eyes, the new features and changes and whatnot. So, let me switch to the Essential Manipulator, as you see here, and let's copy, palette copier. Oops, that was not entirely what I wanted. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, so let's say you wanted to copy some certain section, but this overlay thing is in the way, and that's really annoying, even more so if you have the show paste preview opaque turned on in your configuration. So, if you want to see the level, so you can copy it, hold down the Control key, and that will temporarily remove the paste preview plane, so you can just right-click, right-drag, release the Control key, and now you have this. And this also works for the paster as well. See, I'm holding the Control key. Actually, let me switch to the paster using V, holding down Control, and it is not seen, in case you just want to get a nice overview of your level without it being marred by the translucent paste preview situation. Back to the Essential Manipulator, it will now assist you in placing multiple instances of multi-block structures. So, if I was to drag this, notice that it has not smeared over that single block. I clicked and I've dragged down a bit. It will not place again until I have stopped intersecting with the first. So you can kind of move it around. This is kind of like Tom's snap paste mode, except that you get more control because it doesn't restrict you to its rectangular grid. You can move it around a bit. It'll only make sure that you do not intersect and smear over your existing, because this is all one drag operation, so nothing I'm doing is messing up my structures. None of them intersect. It only places where it is free of already modified tiles. Neat. Let me press Z to undo all that in one swoop, and of course now we can, oops, I just clicked accidentally, now we can write over that area all we want, and once I've released, it will not anymore stop you from messing up that drag, because you're doing a new drag. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. Let's undo that. So, then, under Tools, you may notice that there is one less tool here, the Tile Instance Locator, which previously was right above this and had hotkey H. It's gone. It is no longer with us. It has passed away. But the old is gone, but behold, the new has come. View, Find Highlight, taking that hotkey of H. This functions a lot nicer than the Tile Instance Locator, because the Tile Instance Locator as a tool was kind of really lame and annoying, because you couldn't really do any editing with it on, because it was a separate tool. And before I had implemented some sort of lame basic editing capabilities into it, but that duplicated code and it was terrible in every way. So now, if I enable this, you will see a highlight of every place in the level where, for every active plane, the tile in the level is the same as the selected tile. So if I was to disable the foreground plane, you'll see a lot more because it's no longer checking the foreground. If I disable the background, it'll probably match the entire level, except the places where there are info plane values. And you can see that the instance count is now shown in the status bar rather than in a place over here where temporary tool information is shown. Let me re-enable those. Let's go to a different level, say the Security Center. Security is important. And there are 16 instances, allegedly, but I'm blind, so I can't see them. Somewhere in this level of this certain arrangement of tiles. I have no idea where they are. Okay, now, let me just tell you that I tried lots of different colors for that overlay to make sure it could be easily seen, but nothing was super obvious and jumpy outy on every single EGA color. So I implemented this thing. If you click on the instances label, psychedelic, everyone, it is flashing. Oh man, this is one of my favorite features in Abiathar now. It'll pulse all the instances that it finds, so you can just scroll down the level and see, oh, there they are, it's blinking. And of course, just click again to disable it, and it'll go back to the standard red or whatever you configure it to be in your editor.aconf, found under the colors section. I believe it's called Find Highlight. So, oh, that's great. And of course, you can use any tool you want. Let me turn on the pulse again, so we can get the full experience of this. If I switch to the rectangle tool, by pressing R, notice that it keeps on doing its thing. And if I draw a rectangle of blank tiles, it will immediately gain the pulse effect as well. And if I press Z to undo that, it will go back to the old and lose its pulsing effect. And of course, the count is updated dynamically. So I just press H to disable, and that will make the label and the pulsing and the overlay go away. Press H to bring it back, and it'll maintain its pulsing status. Hopefully, this is slow enough so that nobody will have a seizure. If you do experience problems, please tell me, and I'll fix it. Man. If you change which tile is selected, for example, if I right-click this situation, notice that it will now highlight all the places in the level where all of these tiles are located. If we choose to ignore the background, all the candies that are of this type will start flashing. This, of course, also works. Let me switch to the foreground tile set, and if we want to look at all the marshmallows will start flashing. So, of course, it updates exactly as you would expect when you change the selected tiles. Okay, a bunch of bugs have been fixed. That's enough with the pulsing, I think. A bunch of bugs have been fixed. For instance, the reload graphics previously would crash if you used it, and then you selected a tile from the simultaneous tile set. No longer crashes. That's always a good thing. And the file emitter has been made better. Notice how it automatically filled the path. Before it was blank, and you had to manually select your output directory before it would do anything at all, and that was just a pain. So now it autofills that, and it now does full row select. So notice that it's not just the first column that you have to click, and you can click anywhere. And of course, you could hold down the control key to select multiple, and then when you hit emit, it will dump all the things you've selected out into your current directory or whatever you've selected here. Let's close that. And so, there you have it. That is a quick summary of the important changes, the externally visible changes in Abiathar v2.6. Looks like everything. I'm going insane. I'm personifying Abiathar features. Everything is working as intended, so you will see this update very shortly, perhaps even before this video is out. Thank you for watching. There's another thing. The contextual and about have now moved to the top of the help menu because contextual help is just very important, and in my opinion, it's more useful than the manual. You can press the question mark key at any time to get help with the current tool. See, rectangle filler, if I move over here, it'll tell you about the tile picker. There you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Fleex. Happy modding.